Hello again, everybody. I'm going to start talking about things on here that are very uncomfortable for the majority of people to listen to. But I don't really care, because at some point we all have to talk about it. Racism and sexism in this country has got to stop. See, hate breeds hate. Racism breeds racism. It's a sad truth, yes. In our country's history, we had black slaves. But the men that did that are no longer alive. And the men that did that were very hateful men. We all know that, but nobody wants to. There are certain people who want to hold on to the hate for some reason. Don't know why. But I'm going to point out some things. Just some food for thought for everybody in modern times. In the here and the now. For those that don't know me, I'm a musician. I'm a singer, songwriter, guitar player. I grew up listening and playing all kinds of music. It's a passion of mine, so I'm going to use that passion as kind of my mode of transportation for this conversation. I think we can use some parallels there. When I was growing up, and I'm 43 years old, music was amazing. And most people back then could have cared less who it was singing the song. Whether they were white, black, man, woman, hell, age didn't even matter. There were kids that were famous back then. Little kids, Jackson 5. Groups like that. New Kids on the Block. I wasn't a fan, but just another example. The point that I'm making is this. There's a group I used to listen to called Living Colour. All black rock group. Really good too, by the way. Vernon Reid, amazing guitar player. But all black rock group, and what at one time, and to some today, sadly but true, still look at as a predominantly white style music. And then you got Ice-T, who was well known in the 90s as a rap artist. A lot of people don't know that he's also the frontman for a heavy metal group, all black heavy metal group called Body Count. He's also an actor on television who acts around men and women of all colors. And then you got Vanilla Ice, who was a 90s rap artist, white man, playing in what most look at as a predominantly black type music. And then you've also got Eminem, same thing, white man who plays in a predominantly black type music. Take it a step further. You've also got women, some white and black, that are rap artists. You've got women who are famous for being in rock bands, heavy metal bands. So who's to say just because you're white or black or man or woman, you can't do something? Just because the color of your skin or the sex you were born should determine whether it's accepted or not. Let's take it one step further than that. My dad, God rest his soul, 20-year retired Army veteran, 40-year retired federal firefighter who started out in Lawrence, Indiana as a firefighter volunteer. And if you know anything about the fire department, anywhere you go, it is a family. It's a band of brothers, as it was once called. They call it a band of brothers, in my opinion. You got women that did too, which is my other point. Growing up, there were men and women on that fire department. Some firefighters, some were EMTs, some did both. And when my dad rolled over to being a federal firefighter, there were some black men that were firefighters. And a lot of those firefighters I looked at as second moms and dads growing up. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, I guess. If my house is on fire and my worldly possessions were in jeopardy of being lost, or God forbid my family was in danger, the last thing I'm going to think about is the person putting my house out, whether they're white, black, man, or woman. If your home is in danger of being lost to fire and your children are at risk of being burned alive in a fire, are you going to sit on the curb and yell, no, you can't touch my house. I want a white man to put my house out, or a black man to put my house out. I'm not going to let a white man near my house. No, you're going to care about your worldly possessions being destroyed in front of your eyes, and you're powerless to stop it. But here's this group of people who selflessly, every day, go out there and risk their lives to save yours. And they don't think about whether you're white or you're black or you're a man or you're a woman. It's their job. Back to the music. Statistically, if you look at everybody who buys those albums that were written by Living Colour, Ice-T, Body Count, Eminem, Vanilla Ice. Statistically speaking, if you look at the people that purchased them, you'll be surprised to know that it's not just white people or black people. It's Asians, it's Mexicans, it's all sorts of people. Because music, that's the beautiful thing about music. Music doesn't see color. So why did we as Americans? Just some food for thought for y'all. Think about it. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Take care.